Trick or treat.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Vegeta, the Saiyan Prince.
You look more like the dad bod Sunday night football with wings and meat lovers pizza Vegeta.
Buddy, I don't have time to be fat shamed. Just give me some candy.
I don't have any candy. Wait, how old are you?
37, what does it matter?
1 second. Look, man, this is all I got.
Yeah!
Lego! Episode 3. Welcome in, everybody. Happy early Halloween. Well, what are we filming this on? Today's Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Today's Saturday, yeah. Saturday at midnight. This is our first night episode, and I wanted to give myself a nice pat on the back, as well as a not handshake, a high five, because this is episode 3. Episode 3. We are committed. We are officially a podcast now. Podcast show, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. What do you think of this as?
Podcast, talk show.
Considering this is your first ever acting like gig, how'd that feel acting in like a Kauzum skit? This is something a lot of people want to do, but I don't give them the opportunity to because I don't know. It's people acting like it was interesting doing our doing our little thing because it's the first time since I want to say 2019 since I've told somebody else how to act prior to COVID.
Let's just say that 5th grade me is delighted.
That 5th grade you. All right, so before we hop right in, I have to establish something. I want to establish what our little costumes are. I know you mentioned it in the skit, but I want you to bring it up again just for the people in case anybody skipped past the skit, which if you did, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. But what are you?
So I am Vegeta. After he comes to Earth, Bulma takes his armor and washes it, forces him to take a shower, but also hands him a pink monstrosity, as he calls it. And yeah, so he wears that. Some bright yellow pants.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that shit looks fresh, especially with the bad man on the back.
Oh yeah. It's
oh man,
y'all will see it. If you saw the skit, then it's there. So,
so you're a bad man, Vegeta. Oh man, I gotta wipe myself. I am sweaty. It is hot, but it's not even hot. It's like post shower hair wet hot. Well, you wouldn't know because you don't have your hair like too long. But it's like your hair drips when you have like a good chunk of hair. Your hair like drips from the water, and it just kind of like I don't know. It drizzles. It makes it feel like it's always like when you have that drizzle outside before it starts like raining and pouring.
Okay.
That's what it feels like, except it's just around me. Like, I don't know. It's like I got my own self-global warming. But fall season, cuffing season's around the corner. Sheesh. My hair ain't the only thing I'm trying to make drip, ladies. What's good? Anyways, what I am a kid from the 90s who was like, I guess he was like in a Russian EDM type of club. Yep, got it all off Amazon. Got these pants right here, and I don't even wear jeans, really. This is the first time I've worn jeans in years, but they fit me pretty nice, and of course, I had to rock the Nikes. Second time, I'm showing my kicks to the camera, but you already know. Shout-outs to all the sneakerheads out there. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking. Kid from the 90s. Nice little meme. We're going to be going to 6th Street tomorrow. For those who don't know, that's like the party mecca here in Austin, Texas, where we are located. But unfortunately, neither him nor I are from Austin, Texas. So the club scene down here is way different from, well, obviously from what I'm used to. I'd imagine you. I don't know. You've never really talked about like the club experiences like from, I don't know if you want to say where you've been from. But
I've been in Tampa mostly.
Let me tell you, does Tampa have a last call type of thing? Like, do all the clubs shut down at a certain time?
Yeah. Around 2:00 usually.
2:00?
Yeah. Some of them are open a little bit later, but usually it's 2.
Damn, that's wild. Well, me personally, I'm from Las Vegas. Partied in Las Vegas. So over here, it's kind of like tutorial mode for parties for me personally, the clubs and stuff. Just because it's like I'm not used. I don't know what the hell a last call is, or I was not aware clubs turn on the lights unless, I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be a little tasteless to say this early, but in case a place gets shot up or something like that, then I'd imagine a club kind of turning on the lights and being like, evacuate, get out, no drinks. Culture shock to me that these clubs close at 2. And it's like, I feel like people are on their most down bad hours after midnight. You know what down bad hours are?
No.
I call them buddy hours. Shout out to the vibe chat. But no, basically down bad hours or buddy hours is between around the hours of, let's say, midnight to about 4 a.m. I don't know why it's named that, but it's basically these hours to where you're in your like most, I don't want to say sad boy. I'll say sad boy. And your sad boy kind of like feels, when you're playing. You got that specific song, a specific album you play, which is when you're kind of like sad and you're kind of like, oh man, I'm going through it, I'm feeling it. That type of thing, to where it's like those, and you're just kind of alone late at night, and you're like, damn, I'm tired of this side of my bed being so cold at night.
What are you talking about? That's the best part of the bed. It's cold.
Oh! I mean, yeah, you've had to have felt that at one point in time.
Oh, I mean...
That's crazy, bro. So, like, when you had a girlfriend, did you get pissed off that there was, like, the other side of the bed was warm?
Let's just say it was difficult to find the cool side of the bed.
Damn, I don't know if that was an insult or what the
No.
What do you mean by that?
No. It's like when you go to sleep on a cold pillow or a cool pillow.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. It's comfortable. Sometimes you flip the pillow over just so it's on the cool side.
Yeah.
Same thing with the bed. Like, I'd rather have the whole sheet just like, I don't know, cool, cold.
Shying off from the topic, what we wanted to talk about today, in honor of what we're going to be doing tomorrow, was I want to talk about clubs and just what we think about overall clubs. Maybe crazy club stories you've had, shit you've done in a club. This might be for our younger viewers out there who are going to turn 21 or have hopes of turning 21. God, that sounds morbid. I hope you turn 21. You get to that point. I mean, don't do no dumb shit.
Stay safe out there, y'all.
Yes, stay safe, wear protection, drink water, please. Don't be like me, fucking 80-degree weather outside having to use a sweat rag because you decided to wear the hottest fucking costume known to man. I look like I'm jumping out of a fucking airplane skydiving. You know what? I think I'm going to take this like... Buddy hours coming early, bro. But yeah, no. In terms of like clubs and stuff, I mean, when did you go? What was your first club experience like? Do you remember that?
Yeah, just turned 18. First time I'd moved out of the house, because I was going to USF.
Yeah.
Over in Tampa. First time out like to a club ever. Because before that, I'd gone out with cousins, but they, I wasn't 18 at the time, so I wasn't going to get in anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was, the music was good. Problem was, I don't know how to dance to rap music. So.
So your first club, you said you were at 18 years old?
Yeah, 18 years old.
Shit, what club let you in at 18?
I don't know. I was over in Tampa somewhere.
No alcohol in the club, though.
No.
Oh, okay.
They put a little, like, there was a different tag for, like, 18-year-olds.
Oh, so it was a club, but they were like older as in like 21 and up and 18?
Yeah, they let you in
so
if you were 18.
Small kids then.
Yeah. I mean, we had some 21-year-olds too, so
yeah.
But still,
you dance with any 21-year-olds? Oh no, you weren't dancing the rap music.
No.
So were you hugging the wall?
Yeah, I was kind of hugging the wall.
Damn.
Because like I don't know. So first of all, I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not even buzzed, and there's music that I don't know how to dance to. So I'm just.
They were playing no Chief Keef?
Nah.
Do you know how to dance to Chief Keef?
I don't know about that. I
That's
just started
crazy,
raging
bro.
and just like jumping around because that thing gets me amped.
Little fun fact, this is my gym partner over here, and every time now it's our tradition to where on the way to the gym, we got to play Don't Like. But I play the Don't Like by the Kanye West, The Cruel Summer remix with Chief Keef. That shit's a banger. That's a banger. When the pre hits, shit. I feel like Chief Keef should make his own pre-workout. I'd cop. But that's interesting. I you know what? I almost want to take you. I want to go to like a club tomorrow that does rap music, just because I want to see how you are in that atmosphere, like how you would dance. I feel like you can like dance to anything when you're drunk enough, even if it doesn't even look like dancing.
I'm gonna need something stronger than a vodka Red Bull then.
Oh, we ain't drinking just vodka Red Bulls, bro. We'll get to that though in a minute on our preferred drinks. That's yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so that's cool. So first club 18. Any like anything memorable that it taught you or?
Yeah, it was all right.
Nice. Nothing memorable.
Nothing too
just
memorable.
Like, I went there. Interesting.
All right, I paid $20 to walk into a room and just stand in the corner.
Oh shit, that's funny. So my first experience was kind of wild. In the sense of not like what happened at the club really, but just the overall day. So I turned 21 in 2018. Yeah, 2018. The year before that, weed got legalized in the state of Nevada. So prior to me turning 21, I would always have to wait in the car while my friends went and got weed, and they were indecisive assholes, so they'd be in there for a half hour, leaving me to melt in the car, just to like bring out weed that they argue about still in the car about the other shit they should have gotten. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't wait till I turn 21 and I can actually go in. And then ever since I turned 21 and started going in with them, it was always like a 10 minutes in and out type of thing. So I'm like, what the fuck were you guys doing in there? Were you just like bullshitting with the person or like what? But anyways, off topic. So I turned 21 that day. Before we went there, we were like, oh, let's pregame with some quote unquote spinach. No, straight spinach, marijuana. So I went into a dispensary for the first time, and I was blown away. Like, it blows my mind. Have you been to a dispensary?
Not in the States. In Canada, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're probably like the same type of thing as they are in the States. You just walk in, and it's like, you know, the weed and everything's just on glass displays, right?
Yeah,
And,
pretty much.
You know, the cool thing, you know, about the dispensaries here, I'm sure maybe they had it in Canada too, is like they have like different rolls, like pre-rolls.
Yeah.
And then you can just get in like the little case thing. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool. I was just kind of like, it was like, holy shit. Like one of those things to where you just like, man, you always been curious. And I've just always been outside. Never been able to go inside until that point because they'll card you at the door like those security guards, man. They look like they're ready to go to war.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they look like they just got out of Afghanistan or some crazy shit and decided to just just be security for dispensaries.
3 guards on the outside and inside.
I guess you really got to protect that weed, bro. I'd never rob a weed store. To me, robbing a weed store would be like robbing a fucking gun store. Just the whole thought of that's like funny, like robbing a gun store. Like, why would you rob a gun store?
That's not going to work out the way you think it is.
Imagine somebody robs a gun store, goes in there with like a knife. Goes in there with like a fake knife, you know, the ones that like, or what if they go in there with those
plastic knives?
like the pencils? Yeah, you know the shit when you were in middle school, the mechanical pencils to where you would like do this and then pretend like you were like injecting yourself with something. Mm-hmm. See, this is why everybody our age now is a fucking drug addict. I blame those mechanical pencils. You know what? No, actually, no. Now I'm thinking about it, I did that the next day. I did it the next day because I was we were gonna go to the club on midnight. So everything I just said, scratch that. I did that the next day. So I remember going to the club, like leaving to go to the club at 11:30, February 16th. My birthday's on the 17th.
Okay.
So we get there. We have to wait outside before we even hop in line for another 10 minutes just so it can get to like 11:50.
Yeah.
And then once it does that, we wait, or once it gets there, we get to the line, and they went up to me. The lady flashed my card, and then she looked at it for a minute, looked at me, looked back at it, and she's like, "Oh, it's today's the 17th. Happy birthday!" And I was like, "Yeah!" So yeah, I just remember that. That's the only time bouncer said happy birthday, but I guess that was because it was on my birthday. And I just remember walking in, and I don't know, to me, it just felt like a adult Kids Quest. It just felt like an adult like playground. Like it felt like a school dance, but for adults, kind of. Except with way more alcohol on the premises. But that's what it feels like. Like, you ever been to a school dance? Like high school dance or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, when they have the lights off and like people are dancing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. It just reminds me of that for adults. Because, you know, a lot of people can't seem to live past high school. I felt like a high school type of place. But the place is dope, though. The place I went to was called Gold Spike. It's cool because they have these giant, like, games you can play. So they have, like, a giant Connect 4. They have giant beer pongs where they have this big ass like medicine ball, and you have to throw it into like these giant trash bins.
Okay.
And then they got Foursquare, which I always cheat on Foursquare because I go in there sober and I wait and I'll babysit my drink until I get to A and then fucking knock everybody else off. Yeah,
Don't play Foursquare with this guy.
I'm a menace when it comes to that. Yeah, so they got that, and then they got like little arcade games and stuff. They got 2 dance floors. Dance floors are important. Dance that night. I've been dancing in the clubs ever since I started going to them. The only time I did not dance in the club, I think there was probably 2 instances where I didn't dance in the club. It was because my friends dragged me to the club shortly after a breakup, and yeah, was not fun. Going to the club sad is not fun. Don't ever do that.
Yeah. All right. Take notes, y'all.
Yeah, take notes. But yeah, no, that's how the club was for me. Obviously, I think from when I first went to the club to now, I care more about my appearance in terms of like fashion, stuff like that, what I wear. Still, I'd never wear white shoes to the club. You would never catch me dead wearing white shoes to the club.
Same. Nope. No way.
I feel like that shit would get stepped on and you would just get obliterated.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically my club experiences. Craziest thing. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you in the club?
There haven't really been that many like memorable type experiences.
You probably were hanging out with the right people, bro.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, man. I have never had any really crazy experiences in Vegas, actually. I've had fun experiences. Fun. I can get to the fun one. So, this is crazy. So, there was one time, during 2020, when I was, like, doing lives and stuff on TikTok, there was this guy I met. He was from Arizona at the time. He actually lives in Vegas now. But he lived in Arizona, and he would just watch my lives. Back then, I would just talk to whoever came in. We just chill. Good times. But, yeah, so one day out of the blue, this dude just messages me, and he's like, yeah, bro, me and my friends, we're going to have a bachelor party in Vegas. Do you want to come with? I've never met this guy, like, in person at all. I barely know what the motherfucker looks like. I'm like, fuck yeah, sure.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it. And it was like 4 months from that time he asked me. So 4 months rolls around, and I'm thinking, like, is this really going to happen? Like, or is he just bullshitting me? Sure enough, fucking, I give him my number, and he's like, hey, bro, we're here. Come meet up with us. I'm like, oh, shit. This is like the first time I've ever, like, met up with somebody who I've only met online.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking the weirdest shit in my head. You know, I'm thinking like, damn, bro, what if I get to this place and they like drug me up and they like take me to their hotel room and they take advantage of me and fucking sell my lower intestine on, I don't know, the black market or something wild. Like, you know, typical me thoughts. I think the wildest shit. So, you know, we meet up. I get my bulletproof vest on in case any of them tries to shoot me or something wild. But luckily none of that happened. They were all pretty dope, down to earth dudes. And I guess one of them was a professional gambler, and he won $350,000 prior, like the night before me meeting up with them. So they stayed at like this luxury suite in the Caesar's Palace or something crazy like that. And I remember what we did. We went to this Mexican restaurant, and that Mexican restaurant was the only thing I had to pay for that whole night. So I remember, I'll never forget it because that was the most expensive fucking quesadilla I've ever paid for in my life. It was like $18, and it was just the quesadilla, guacamole, sour cream, and like rice with like a side of beans.
So
and it had chicken
meal.
in it.
So a basic just chicken quesadilla meal.
Basic meal, which I feel like you probably get more flavor in a chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell.
No way.
Low key. But I was also still coming off COVID from the time, so I still didn't have like my taste fully, so that could have also kind of done it too. Right. But yeah, no, we had, you know, a couple shots of tequila there. Stuff I was talking with the guys. I've never seen in my life. Like there was one guy, he was the poker dude, and then there was the guy who was getting married. I didn't know their names. And then there's this one other guy, fucking Sylvester Stallone looking motherfucker. We'll get back to him in a minute. You know, macho man, like whatever, right? So we get to the club. The clubs there in Vegas are nothing like here. Like, you know, there's like a bunch of like booths, stuff like that. It's like they have entire venue spaces just designated for certain things. Like there's an entire venue type space for just booths, entire venue space for like a dance floor, stuff like that. So it's sectioned out to what you want to do. I walk into this club, we get a booth, bottle service, straight, just anything you wanted. I'm not gonna order because it's not my right to do so. I'm just tagging along. I'm crashing this bachelor party, if anything. Like I'm just like, I still can't even believe that I'm fucking here. So, yeah, I just remember the bottle service girl. She brings out Red Bull. She brings out vodka, but talking Grey Goose, just bottles and bottles of Grey Goose.
Jesus.
Full bottles. And full bottles of 1942.
Now we're talking.
I remember just chugging a shitload of Red Bull with vodka and tequila. I don't know how I survived that, to be totally honest with you. I just remember dancing a little bit. Remember having to use the bathroom a lot. I think that was probably the record. I probably used the bathroom like 20-something times. Drunk texted my friends. That was wild, too. And then they were like, we got to bring some girls to the booth, And that was the funniest part because they were out looking for girls. They were like going around dancing. A lot of white people there. So the beat, their beat was kind of off. You had the white girl dance to where they kind of like put their hands up like this. That's like the white girl dance to like songs. You ever been to a Taylor Swift concert? That's what they do.
Yeah,
kind of move the hips
drink
right
in
there.
one hand and
then the white man dance is kind of like, it's not even a dance. They're just kind of like moving their head with like the alcohol in their hand. Or like they'll do like a little shimmy or something like that. So they're kind of, imagine just a bunch of dudes, including me, because I'm drunk as hell. And, we're all shimmying around. And then they bring two girls back to the table. I don't even remember what they look like at this point. I was gone. And I remember all these dudes, man. It was so weird because it was like the first time I ever seen like club culture of like dudes trying to score chicks. Like it's the most cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. I swear to God. Like they were like trying to pour up and it's like you slowly see them trying to like grab her and like do all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They weren't like being weird about it, but it was kind of like, when you see something from like an outside perspective and you're like, you see someone's intentions and you're like, bro,
like, no,
get the fuck out of here, bro. Like it's so cringe. And I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care to hook up with anybody that night. I was there for the fucking free alcohol. So I just remember the girl eventually coming over to me and then she's like, we start talking. I'm like, whatever. And then I tell her that, I don't know how the conversation came up. I told her I did TikTok. And then we were talking about like algorithms and stuff and analytics and stuff for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, damn, this is interesting. Cause I was like, I would have never thought that these girls, I'd assumed the girls were just coming over for free alcohol.
Right.
I didn't know I'd strike up a conversation with the chick. Yeah, that was interesting. We talked about that for a while. And then they tried bringing the girls out of the club. The girls followed them out of the club. And that's when they started to get into a fight because, Macho Man Sylvester Stallone was trying to pick up on the chicks, but they were gravitating more toward the other guys. So he was getting pissed off and was starting to like pick fights with these fucking dudes, including the guy who was going to get married, calling him a bitch and shit. And I'm like, what the hell? Again, just here for the free alcohol. I don't give a damn about these people. So yeah, it was just interesting just seeing how like club culture works like that to where it's like, how you see dudes kind of pick up and initiate with girls and stuff like that. Interesting dynamic. I've personally not intentionally tried picking girls up at clubs. I feel like it's always been the other way around with me. Like I'm kind of just to myself. I'll dance. I'll be in a dance circle or stuff if that happens or whatever. But I've never tried to intentionally go up and dance with a girl. I usually let them take control or if they want to come and dance with me, that's totally fine. But I don't want to be that weirdo. I always feel like if I go up to a girl and try and want to dance with them, I feel like I'd be that weirdo, and I don't want to be that weirdo because I feel like that would just kill my vibe, and I'd be like, bro, I want to fucking leave. Because it's like, I don't know. To me, I feel like dudes can brush that off, like, oh, you're just you're just a bitch, whatever. Like, stop being so to yourself or a prude. Stop being a prude. But to me, I'm like, man. If I tried going up to a girl and she's like, fuck off, I'd be like, all right, well, it looks like I'm not talking to a girl for another 3 years. That's all the energy I have. We good. Some people may call me a bitch for that, but But never catch a boy with a sexual assault charge.
Nah, I don't need that.
Yeah, do not need that. But I will tell you, though, I will say this. Speaking of all misogyny, stuff like that, being misogynistic, I'm going to coin a new term. Mansogyny. Because the only time I ever feel like it is mansogyny is when I have to pay a damn cover fee at the fucking door.
All right. Write that down.
Mansogynistic, bro. You know, first world problems, but Jesus Christ, man. I feel like there's like some type of scale you got to have, you know, if you're a dude and you get charged for it. I feel like if you're like built like, you know, you Peter Griffin looking motherfucker, something like that. You built like Peter Griffin or something like, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, you pay a club. But if you're a decent looking in shape dude, I feel like you should be able to get in because I feel like it's all based on appearance, right? I'm sure they probably charge like I'm just gonna say it. I feel like there's been points in time they probably charge the gross looking like overweight girls, the Peter Griffin built girls.
Really?
Maybe, yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd imagine there's some clubs like that. Maybe it's a shallow thing of me to say, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it all is at the discretion of like the security because it's like,
yeah, okay.
They let some people in for free, let other not in for free, but it's like only they can really determine who gets in, type of thing, you know?
Yeah, that is a good point.
So it's all at their discretion. I feel like if I was a security guard, I'd be low key biased as hell. Bouncer,
yeah.
They're called bouncers.
Oh yeah, the
bouncers.
bouncers.
Bouncers,
right.
yeah. I would be like, I would just be like, you know what I would do? I'd wear a code on me toward my Cash App if I was a bouncer. Like, yeah, I'll let you in. If cover charge is 20 that night, I'll let you in for 15 if you give it here. Thinking in the future right there. That's just what I think of. That's the only time that I ever feel like that because I'm like, damn, bro, I always got to bring some petty cash or some type of shit to pay at the door. And it feels like a weird exchange, right? Because it's almost like, to me, it almost feels like how I would feel if I ever went to a strip club. And we've talked about this before. Like, I have never been to a strip club.
Yep, neither have I. So.
I refuse to go to a strip club because I feel like it is just a waste of money, low-key. Granted, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not putting down the strippers that work at these said places. Mm-hmm. I feel like, hey, make the bag, lady. Make the bag, girl, because that shit looks like it's tough work to be on that fucking pole.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that shit takes some dedication, and especially to, you know, do all the acrobatic shit and whatnot, being on that stage and stuff. Props to you if you do that, and they make a lot of money. They make a good chunk of money too. So if you do that, I am not I am not criticizing the bag at all. Just me personally, I just want to go to a strip club because I feel like I'm paying to just get blue balls.
Yeah, but for the sake of at least experiencing it, I would definitely want to go to one, at least one at some point in my life.
Go to a strip club?
Yeah, just to see what it's actually like. Because, you know, you see it in like shows and movies and whatnot. Yeah. I want to see this for myself.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I'm going to lose a lot of money probably. And yes, I'll get blue balled, but...
Blue balled? You ain't getting blackballed, bro. You getting blue balled.
No, I'm getting blue balled hard.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to at least experience it just to see what it's like.
No. No, definitely. Yeah, I feel like maybe one go would be good. Not a consistent thing. I probably wouldn't go after that. And I'd probably go to the bank, get some pennies, nickels, quarters, throw them up.
You're not going to do the
make a hail
coin flip thing?
I feel like I flip a coin, it's going to end up hitting a stripper in the eye, and that's going to suck. Okay. That would be nice.
Don't listen to me.
I could just imagine like somebody going to a strip club with just a fucking garbage bag full of just coins.
Have a little wheelbarrow.
The bartender's like, yeah, that'll be like, I don't know, $15 a shot. Like, yeah, let me pay you in nickels.
It's like, hold on, I know how to do this.
God.
Stacks the whole counter.
Like somebody brings like a whole line. They're like, yeah, bro, you want a line? They're like, yeah, bro. Instead of taking the dollar bill, he just like gets a little like quarter and then sniffs it through the quarter. Never done that, by the way. Never done cocaine. Always been too scared.
Yeah, no, that's
I always feel like I'm gonna snort it and then I'm gonna get a brain hemorrhage. I remember seeing this dumb fuck from high school. I don't know who it was. I saw a video of it actually. This kid was snorting Smarties.
snorting it.
Snorting it. Wow. My first thought in my head was, dude, that dude's gonna get maggots in his brain. Could you imagine that, bro?
That's a new one. I've never heard of that. I've heard of smoking Smarties, but not snorting.
Well, I don't know. The kids I went to high school with, they would do some wild shit. Like they would snort, they would crush pills up and snort them, like Xanax and stuff like that. Never did that either. I'm always too scared because addiction runs in my family. So I'm like, oh man, I feel like if I get on any of those types of things, drugs, stuff like that, I will get addicted. And I feel like to a certain extent I have gotten addicted to stuff, but it hasn't been drugs. It has been pre-workout and energy drinks, specifically Celsius.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, those rains, all right, the rains are cool, but, oh, my God, that shit's like drinking battery acid, bro.
Which ones are you drinking?
Well, not battery acid in like a sense of like flavor, it tastes bad, but battery acid is like I feel so fucking jolted.
That's the point.
Well, like overly jolted. Like, Jesus Christ, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like I feel wide awake, and then I feel like if I drink it too fast, I start thinking with the other head too much. You get my drift.
Bro, just go to the gym.
If I
Be
go
like that Sylvester Stallone guy.
I feel like if I go to
talking
the gym,
about.
I drink. I feel like I go to the gym, I drink too much of that rain, bro. I'm gonna look at one of those plates. I'm gonna look at that hole, and it's gonna incite it's gonna fuel something inside of me. Oh shit! But yeah, no. Back on the whole club thing. Talking about fucking energy drinks and fucking plates at the gym. Why do these always get so sidetracked?
We got to ruin a good old 45-pound weight, huh?
Look, I was just trying to be more descriptive because you were talking about.
You know what?
I think what they do to me.
If you ever do that, just make sure you mark it so I know never to go anywhere near it.
I'm purposely gonna just use it just because you said that and never tell you. If I have intercourse with a plate at the gym. Drinks. Let's talk drinks in the club, buddy.
All right.
Let's talk drinks. What's your go-to drink at the club? Go-to choice of liqueur.
All right. So I have two that I like to start, and then I'll slowly ramp up from there.
Yeah.
So vodka Red Bull, especially if I'm feeling tired, I need the Red Bull.
Yeah.
To at least get it flowing, and then I'll like vodka cranberries. Nothing with carbonation, just because I feel full faster, and I don't want that. Like it takes a valuable space where that can be used for more alcohol.
I feel that.
But no, recently actually, the Palomas. Palomas are great.
What's in a Paloma for those who don't know?
There's a list of things that I don't remember off the top of my head.
Nah, I'll tell you what this motherfucker drinks, bro. This is the only guy I know above the age of fucking 17 years old who openly admits to the world. Four Locos.
Oh.
See, this is a 20-something-year-old grown-ass man just said, oh, to some motherfucking Four Locos, bro. That is wild.
But listen, if you're trying to get drunk on a budget, that is the way to go.
Have you ever had Buzzballs?
No. Oh, I've seen them, but no, I've never tried it before.
Damn. Just the Four Locos, bro. I remember when you told me that because I was like, bro, what? I remember talking about alcohol one day. This dude just hits me with oh, yeah. One of my favorite things to drink is Four Loko.
Hey, if I'm just chilling, if we're just hanging out and, playing some Mario Kart, hell, you can have a very dangerous game with those. Just saying.
No, not the Four Locos, bro.
Yeah. Just half of that. And
I guess I can't talk too much shit because my Four Loko addiction is Simply Lemonade seltzers. Or seltzers. I like seltzers. I fuck with seltzers heavy. Not the Claw. I do not like White Claw, and I'll tell you why. I feel like White Claw has too much of the alcohol taste to it, so it feels like I'm drinking carbonated water with rubbing alcohol. It's not the business, chief. I drink the Simplies. I feel like it's a nice balance of you get the flavor, on top of the carbonated alcohol. But the thing that sucks about seltzers is you drink too much too fast, get a fucking headache. It's like drinking champagne. Drink too much champagne too fast, you ever get a headache? I remember I had too much mimosas one time on New Year's. Man, I was out for like half the day. Really sucked. Yeah. I got overloaded on vitamin C. Vitamin C later because I hit the fucking bed for half the day. I'm surprised I made it. I was able to still see the New Year's, bro. I was toasted. But
sounds like you did it right.
day drinking, bro. That was the only time I've ever day drunk. But if we're talking like in terms of like the club, I high key fuck with tequila. Tequila, this is what I do. I start the night off with some vodka Red Bull because need the energy, need the dancing type of energy. Kind of get the vibe, get a little tipsy. Vodka doesn't really get me on a drunk that I'm like, type of thing. It gets me more on like, okay, I feel like I'm drunk. I know I can't drive, but I'm chilling. That's what vodka does for me. Tequila turns me into a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. It will, I'll be dancing. Confidence is at an all-time high. It's wild. Like you get me on some tequila, I will be the life of the fucking party. That's when I think I feel like naturally I'm introverted, but if I drink that tequila, man, I don't know, something just unleashes in me, like my inner extrovert just comes out. Which I feel like at heart I can be extroverted, but I don't know. I'm not for some reason. But yeah, no, tequila will do that to me. I drink gin, I'll just end up on the fucking floor. There's no win in that battle, bro. I drink gin, I'm done. I'm done.
What?
I can't. I've never liked gin. Okay, so gin flavor-wise isn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's manageable. It's manageable. I like it. But I don't do it because I just get a slumped feeling off gin. I don't know what it is. It's always been that way. Rum also puts me on that same level as vodka to where it's like, it doesn't do much. Mm-hmm. What is Hennessy? Is Hennessy like a cognac? Whatever Hennessy is.
I really don't know.
That classification of alcohol. Mm-hmm. That one also kind of gets me on the level too. What I can't stand to drink. Now I'm curious to see your reaction on this. What I cannot stand to drink, will not drink for the life of me, unless it's mixed to the point where I can't even taste the shit. Whiskey. I am not a fan.
What?
I am not a fan. Like Jameson?
Yeah.
Fucking gross. Disgusting. I do not like. Ugh. Just thinking about it fucking makes me want to gag. Specifically Jameson. Jack Daniels. Is that whiskey?
That might be bourbon.
Okay. There's only three things that I cannot stomach. It's Fireball.
Yep.
Do not fuck with Fireball.
Nope.
Do not fuck with Fireball at all.
We're done with that.
Honey Jack.
I don't think I've had that.
It's like Jack Daniels, but like honey infused or whatever.
Okay.
Yep. What I just mentioned. Any type of whiskey. Do not fuck with, bro. And it's crazy because I already have all this hair on my chest. You guys can't see. They say whiskey puts hair on your chest. That's why I don't drink it. I don't need more hair on my chest, bro. I look like a fucking Sasquatch. You, clearly. I think you've drinking too much whiskey, bro. Oh, it's all good, though. It's all good, though, bro. Music and clubs. We kind of briefly touched about it.
Yeah, okay.
What's your favorite type of music in clubs? Like if you, let's say for example, you owned the club for a night, or like you bought out a club, and the DJ was like, "Hey, what's your name? Bouzous Papi Fortnite Pro." I guess we'll call you Bouzous Papi again this episode.
All right.
I wanted to call him Vegeta Masala, but he said no. So Bouzous Papi Fortnite Pro. What type of music do you want tonight? I swear to God, you say fucking Chief Keef in this goddamn club.
I mean, hey, if I have enough drinks in me and my blood's been flowing, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it because.
Well, what specific genre?
You know, I don't have a genre, and that's the thing. Even like when I listen to music normally, I don't have a specific genre. It's all a part of the beat.
Okay.
And every once in a while, you know, if especially if the words kind of flow well with the beat, that's it. It's a song by song thing. It's not really a genre.
All right. What are some songs you would play then?
I'd have to look
Right off the top of your head. First song that comes to mind you play in the club.
Put me on the spot like that, man. I don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I would probably put a mix of reggaeton music and hip hop if I owned that club for the night. I would put on a lot of Bad Bunny. I would also put on J Balvin. I would throw on some Drake. Gotta have Drake. It's Drake.
I wouldn't open with Drake.
You wouldn't open with Drake?
I would not open with Drake.
I don't think it's cool to open up with Drake. I'd probably open with Bad Bunny. Something to start the vibe. Play some Taylor Swift. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be like one of those DJs that like gets to the good part of the song and then just switches it. I hate that shit with a fucking passion. I don't know why DJs do that. I was talking with a DJ at work, and I was like, DJs who do that shit piss me off. And he was like, yeah, I don't know why they do that shit. That shit's so whack. And that's coming from a legit DJ. But yeah, no, I hate that shit to where they're like, they'll get to the chorus of the song, the part that's like, all right, that's all I'll start turning up. Like, like I remember one time I heard it to where they did the, what's that Pursuit of Happiness remix? It's one that's like, dun, 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 I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know.
No, I don't think I've heard that one.
Have you ever seen Project X?
What?
Wow. Holy cow, bro. That is wild. Okay, so this is gonna be hard to explain then. But you get the consensus. Like, okay, imagine if we'll use Chief Keef for example. Let's say what's the song the part that gets you hyped the most? Is it the chorus, right? That's that shit I don't like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So imagine like right before the drop, like the dun, fuck dun, that's that shit. Like that part where it goes dun. Imagine if it just stopped.
When the beat just drops right there.
If it just went dun 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 dun, and it just went dun 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 dun, and then went to something stupid like Bad Blood. Like imagine you go to Chief Keef, goes dun 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 dun. Now we got bad. Actually, that'd actually be kind of hard, but I feel like if it was done right, if it was mixed right, but they don't ever do it fucking right. Chief Keef and Taylor Swift, Chief Swift. Hey,
Chief Swift.
So there's been times where man, I was vibing, and then they switched the song, and I just stood there, looked at the DJ.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
You've done that too.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
There's been times where I've wanted to use Snapchat and like take a picture of the floor, and then just play more Drake, and then put it on my head like one of those games, where it's like they have to guess the shit. Put it up to the DJ, play more Drake, see if he sees it. Do that sometime. You'll probably throw a fucking microphone at me, and security will probably escort me out. I do some shit like that.
Like that one. Get him out of here.
Right. Get this guy the fuck out of here with this stupid ass 90s.
Why is it get the only one with a jacket? Get him out of here.
Right. The only dude with a jacket in fucking 85-degree weather. Get his ass out of here.
One who's sweating his ass off.
You can keep the bad man guy here though. Give him a free drink and show him what Pursuit of Happiness is.
Yeah.
That is so wild, bro. Oh my God, that's crazy. I feel like we got to do a whole episode on just nostalgic things to where I bring up things and see if you know what the fuck they are. I feel like that's got to be an episode, bro.
Hey, let's do it. I have to dig it up in my memory, but sure.
You just hit me with some wild shit about that. Like, you don't know what Project X is. That was like a whole era.
Is this like music?
No, okay. So I'll break it down to you since we're on the topic of clubs and stuff. So Project X, it was like this movie that was big in the early 10s, the early 2010s. I think it came out 2010, 2011. Around, I would say between 2010 and 2013 is when this movie came out.
Okay.
The whole premise of the movie was literally it was kind of like this found footage type of thing. You know how found footage movies are? Where it's they find the footage. Oh, it's like horror movies do that, but this movie was kind of like that. It was half handy footage, half filmed like an actual movie.
Okay.
And the whole premise of it was these high school kids, they're in their last year of high school, and they want to throw a big party. Mm-hmm. And they throw a party that's super fucking massive. It goes from a house party and turns a whole block party, and then it gets really wild, and then the police have to come, and it's a crazy movie. And then there was a song on there specifically. It's Kid Cudi's song. You know what Kid Cudi is?
Yeah.
So the original song was Pursuit of Happiness, but they remixed it. I think Steve Aoki did it. I think. You know who Steve Aoki is, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it was him, but I'm not 100% sure. But some DJ remixed it for the movie, and that still to this day plays in a lot of clubs because it's a banger of a song. I'll play it to you after we end this podcast episode. But so basically, that was like a whole era between like 2010 to I want to say like 2016, maybe, to where everybody wanted to have a Project X like party. Or like Project X this, that, or like when a party gets like fucking out of control wild, people are like, yeah, bro, that was like a Project X party. Basically like a frat boy type of movie where it's like, yeah, man, I wish I was at that. I wish I was at a party like that. But no, I was stuck at prom, forcing to take this girl when I really liked her best friend more, but her best friend couldn't go because her dad was religious and didn't like boys in the house. So I have to take this girl instead when I don't want to because my family gave me $400 and I'd rather keep it to myself. But you can't bail out on her now because it's a week and a half till prom. Actually, my prom was pretty dope. Went to the Hard Rock on the Strip.
Oh, nice.
Wow. And then we had dinner top of the Palms, top of a casino.
Nice. All right.
Yep. Still never kissed her at the end of the night though.
Damn.
And she was my crush for like 2.5 years.
Wait, you got to go with your crush and you still didn't kiss her?
Yeah, I'm a bitch.
All right, so we're gonna teach you not to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, my crush just magically shows up. Yeah, that's a crazy story. But that's a different story for a different day. Any last things on the club? I mean, shit. Future me editing this, I hope you're not too hungover after this episode airs. You know what? Let's end the podcast off like on this, on some expectations. Let's put some expectations out there for tomorrow. Let's predict some things that may or may not happen tomorrow.
Trying to get at least 3 numbers by the end of the night.
That's your goal.
That's my
to
goal.
Get 3 numbers.
Yeah.
All right, that's ambitious.
3 real numbers, not fake numbers.
You should get 3 real numbers inside a hip hop club, dancing with girls.
You want like I have to approach them and stuff?
How else are you gonna get a phone?
Well,
number,
okay.
Yeah,
No.
expecting the airdrop them to you.
I mean, I'll leave my airdrop on. Hit me up.
Oh, watch someone just send you fucking dick pics. That'd be wild. The girls send you dick pics.
Do not do
Hey,
that.
man.
Never mind. I'm shutting
Austin
off my
stays
airplane.
weird. In more ways than one, let me tell you. What? Hey, you took it there.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, Austin stays weird, man. You know, some girl could be sending you a glizzy pic. Maybe it is her glizzy. I'm just saying. All right, so 3 numbers. Okay.
All right, what's your goal? What's your goal for tomorrow?
I want to be able to dance with more than one girl. I don't really care much about phone numbers, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I got a podcast to run. I got an empire to build. This is 4th quarter. My mind is like tunnel visioned on this stuff. Mm-hmm. To a certain extent, you're kind of dragging me out of the house. Not in a bad way. I need to get out of the house. But my mind is tunnel visioned like that. But I already dressed up. I got the stuff. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to vibe. We work hard. We got to play equally as hard. So I want to dance with at least 3 chicks, at least 3 girls. I want to get a dance circle going. I would love to get a dance circle going to where we get people that not just in our group but like another group joins.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I want to dance with a baddie, similar to how my wife looks. That would be great. Maybe I'd get that girl's number. And for those who were in the comment section a couple reels ago, no, I am not actually married. My wife is fictional. It is part of the lore. She's a fitness model. I don't want to say her location because I don't want her to think I'm weird, even though I assume where she's at. But she's taking care of our son. But yeah, so 3 parties, or three chicks at least, and I want to get a dance circle going. And I want to feel that level of drunk to where I'm like very happy. 5 Palomas, maybe 6.
That's not including the other vodka Red Bulls and all that, right?
No.
Okay.
No. We're going to get sloshed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're getting sloshed.
Well, actually, you can because I'm driving, so no, probably not me.
Why not? I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
This guy.
Do not get drunk, sir. Do not get drunk.
No.
Your goal is I applaud you.
I know, it's very ambitious.
Very ambitious. 3 phone numbers.
I don't think I've ever accomplished that one in the past either.
Have you ever accomplished like 1?
Yeah, I've gotten 1.
Damn.
But 3, no.
Yeah, I didn't get my first number in the club until recently. That girl was the first time. Shout outs to you, wherever you are. That girl was wild. First time I've ever heard a Latina have a straight Southern belle accent. She's like, you want a Southern Latina to talk dirty in your ear? Told me that straight up, bro. Weird culture shock. That was spooky. You know, like I say, bro, there's only two things in this world that make me scream or that make me tense up. That is my mother saying my full name out loud, because you know you're in trouble, and goth Latinas in Ramones t-shirts. You don't know who the Ramones are, do you? All right. We're just going to end this here. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys all, wish us luck. The best of luck tomorrow at this club. We will be safe. Don't worry about that, because I cannot die without knowing that I did not have a successful show or podcast in my life. Because it'll say, here lies Kauzum. He almost made it, but he didn't. Fuck you. So,
What?
that's what my tombstone's going to say. No, I'm not going to die tomorrow, everybody. I'm not going to die. I will be fine. We will be fine. We will take all safety precautions. Uber is a thing if it really gets down to it. So, yes, as a last outro, make sure that if you do go out partying, you are aware of your resources. Don't get stupid. Something my mother always told me. Just don't get stupid. We're in 2023. It's not worth the DUI ticket, especially since nobody's making shit for money. Last thing you need on your ass is a DUI, because I heard those things are very pricey, and you have to sit through a lot of dumbass classes. Wouldn't know. Never been in one.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, driver's ed, man, I saw it's a lot. You got to do a lot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're not getting behind the wheel anytime soon either, so you have to.
Even if it means staying in your car and just chilling until you sober up.
Actually, you can't even stay in your car.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, stay on the street. Befriend the homeless people. I think that's even worse advice. I don't know.
Yo.
You guys get it. I'm sure we have smart individuals that listen to this podcast. So as a last word of advice, we're going to be safe. We're going to do the smart thing. We're going to do the right thing. It's fun to have. It's awesome to have fun, but it's even more awesome when that fun doesn't end in tragedy or something horrible happening. So
just be responsible.
Yeah, be responsible. Be safe out there. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. This is a very interesting conversation. We gotta show you Project X, man.
You said it wasn't very memorable, so I don't think I missed out on much.
You didn't miss out on that, but you missed out on the Pursuit of Happiness song. You know what? I'm just gonna end this right here, and I'm gonna play this right now for you.